So, today I want to talk about affirmations, how they work into everything that we try to do in our lives, some tips on how to have your affirmations actually happen and come true because they really do work. It's just there's some key things that you must understand when you do your affirmations to ensure that you're not undoing all the work that you've done. So, the first thing with the affirmations, which an affirmation is simply just the continuing to say something that you want in your life, whether it's, I have perfect health or anything that you want in your life, you make the affirmations to say, this is what I want. And in order for those to work and to come true, the biggest thing is you must believe what you're saying, which that can be tough to believe these things that you're saying that you want because maybe you're thinking, well, I'm trying to affirm myself because I want to believe that. Well, if you're still in the state where you want to believe that you can have something, the affirmations may not be exactly what it is that you need to do, because if you make your affirmations, you say, I want perfect health, and then, several hours later, you're talking to your friend, and then you're just complaining about how you don't feel good, and you never feel good, and you always get headaches. So you can't do them both, because if you tell yourself that you have good health, you cannot go and then undo that by saying that you do not, or acknowledging that you do not. You must understand that you have good health. And one of the easiest ways to do that is to understand and how to apply natural laws to the things that we want. Because in order to believe that you are healthy and that you have health inside of you, especially when everything else is saying something contradictory, is hard, because you're going to see with your eyes that you're not healthy, or whatever it is that you're trying to do. Everything on the external says that that's not true. But just because it's not true in your physical, that doesn't mean that it's really the truth when it comes to natural laws. And what I mean by that is the natural laws say that everything is created for more expansion. Everything that is created, that's alive, humans, everything is on this earth to grow, to nurture, to help. Nothing is naturally created for destruction, devastation, or lack, things like that. Things were not created for that. That has just been an afterthought that's came through humans' minds, because we're given choices in our subconscious mind to do and think what we want, and along the lines it got turned into negativity, which has led to bad health, wars, everything that's not good, everything that is not natural is a man-made. It was created in a man's mind, and it was against the natural law for everything to be more. So once you're able to really believe that, to believe and understand that everything that has been created is for further expansion, for more, for good only. Nothing is created for bad or negativity. That's the biggest thing that you just really have to believe. And if you just take some time and really think about that, I think it's going to be very, very hard to have anything in mind or come up with anything that goes against that. So once you know that everything is created for good, you can look at it like, well, that means that good is the truth, right? Only good is truth, and bad and negativity is false. Those are lies. Those are not the truth. Those were not what was intended, is what that means. But to look at it and bring it to a point where you can start to use this for your affirmations, it's to understand that when you make your affirmations and you desire to be more, to have more, that is that's just natural. Like that's why we're here. So understand that everything is here for that, and you're here for that. So whatever the good thing is that you want, that's just the natural laws say that's what you get, because that's why we're here. And then everything else is not what we're here for. It's just, those are lies. So once you're able to really get into that idea, you can start to understand that you can put all of your desires, and you can believe that will help you understand that anything that your mind tells you to do or tells you that you want, that's a natural. That's a natural thought telling you that you can have that, because you can. You can have anything that you want. And relating it to the natural laws is how you're going to be able to really believe that. Because if you're unable to really believe that, and you second guess yourself, or you come back to your affirmations and have thoughts or say to people things that go against what you're affirming, you're doing away with it, because your subconscious mind is neutral, right? Our subconscious minds do not think the way that our conscious minds do. And when you pass something to your subconscious mind, if you believe it, it's going to take it and it's going to make it happen. That's what your subconscious mind's here for. But if you pass one idea to your subconscious mind, and then you turn around and give it conflicting information, it's not gonna know which to do. So how is it gonna determine? Let's say if you give your subconscious mind, conflicting information, well, the one that it's going to go on is the one that you believe, the one that you really believe. And in this case, if you're unable to really believe the good, then that means that more than likely you're really believing the bad, because you can see it with your physical eyes. So that's what makes it tough, is whatever you give to your subconscious mind with truth, with feeling, that's what you're getting. So to really make the most of this, you have to understand that those bad things that you don't want, there's no room in your mind. There's a saying, no thought goes rent free. Well, that's true, because when you have those negative thoughts, it's going to be easier to attach your feelings to those, because those all are tangible, that per se. Like in your life, you can look at those negative things and you can say, yeah, I see that I don't have, I see my bank account, I see the scale, I see all these things, but that's not the truth. Like those are outcomes, and that we've came to know is truth, but it's not why we're here. We're not here for those negative things. We're here for the good. So to really, really get down and understand this, and then, just put it into practice. And nobody's going to become perfect at it ever, probably. Well, maybe, I don't know. But you start with little steps. You start by just having an idea of what it is that you want to do. You have your affirmations, and it needs to be something that you really want. And very, the smaller, probably the better to get started, because and then what you do is you always have this thought in your mind, and you make your affirmations on it. And then every time that you catch yourself going against or saying something that's contradictory to your affirmations, you need to stop yourself, and you need to realize and internally or vocalize it to tell yourself that no, that's not right. Like that's a lie, whatever it is, and then do your affirmation again. And then as you go through and do these, you'll find that those negative thoughts that go against your affirmations, those will just stop coming into your mind, because you're going to stop believing those. And then the longer you do that, the better the outcomes will come, that you'll just have. So, I really do believe that the affirmations can be great. And this is something that it's not necessarily new for me, but in my journey, I'm really starting to come to understand this a little more, and I'm playing around with it a little more. Whereas before, it's something that I would read, but not really, I guess, put into practice. But the more that I study specifically on this, the more that I understand and, really realize that the power of the subconscious mind, it's one of those things that science really can't tell us a whole lot about it. So, it's exciting. It's almost like the final frontier that nobody's ever really been able to go and tame per se. So, I feel like I'm being able to tap into things that, not a whole lot of people are really, not that they're not able to, but they really don't, because it's just easier to go along with what we see with our eyes, what we see in our physical world. But that's, once we start to realize that that's not the truth is within us, and it lies inside of us, we're going to start to realize, we can't have anything in this life at all. And it's through the use of, good acts, good intentions, being a good person, and then really just having the desires and setting out and just making your way through life and trying to make good impressions on people and try to bring happiness to people. And that's really what it comes down to. And I believe that as long as you continue to do those things and want to live and lead a good life, that the sky's not even the limit. Honestly, anything is possible in the universe. So, just to recap with the affirmations, it's important to understand that everything is created for good and for more expansion. So all these things that you desire inside is just a natural desire trying to get out. It's trying to express itself. And you must believe that and really understand that that's what it is. And all those factors that play in your mind, that try to trick you and try to tell you that you cannot do those things, those are the lies. Those are false. So you need to kick those to the side and understand that, we're created for more, always for more. That's what the truth is. And you attach any desire you have to that truth, and then you set on that, and you think about that. And anytime those negatives come in, you just kick it out to the side, and then just watch this thing work, because it will work. So I want to thank you for checking out the video. I hope there was something that, I said that sticks with you. And as always, if you have any questions, hit me up. And until next time.